So when you say, for instance, things like growth operating system, what are the non-negotiable components, in your opinion, to create a growth operating system?
Sure. Well, I'd say that comes to information. I mean, if you are not lightning fast in how you deliver solutions, then you're done. I mean, speed is absolutely everything. It has been forever, even more so today when people can not only beat you to the punch in a market, but they can also build a prototype within days or compete against you. I mean,
Yep.
a growth operating system starts with information flow. Like it's the right information at the right time to the right people as quickly or as perfectly timed, I'll say, as you can, depending on sales cycles, business cycles, and whatever industry you're in. But that's where it starts as we figure out what
Information.
information do you need? It's information. How do we get it there as quickly as possible? And then we as quickly as possible go into automation on that as well. We find that best core of what you do, we automate it to the right people, and then we iterate out from there.
And you've been doing this for a while, so you must have seen so many scenarios of my following question. And I've seen my share of it, but I'm interested in your opinion. Where do you feel like the biggest disconnect between strategy, sales, marketing, or tech, meaning operation or solution?
Man, I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is people. I mean, the different perspectives that come across those different departments. I mean, when
You're probably looking
you're,
for alignment, right, between all components. That's ideal, but that's utopia. Is there a utopia out there for that? Oh,
I'd say there is eventually, briefly.
okay.
Like you always need to have those iterations and changes. Everything will break eventually, but that's the golden moment that you're looking for. When you find the way to word your offer in a way that brings clients in immediately, but in a way that is actionable, profitable, that everyone understands, that you can build timelines around that make sense. It takes a lot of work. And I mean, I that's something that used to bother me a lot. If we couldn't get it perfect first, if we couldn't get it all the way from marketing through sales, through operations, through execution, flawlessly right away,
Yep.
that would bother me. I would feel like, oh, this entire idea needs work, et cetera, et cetera. But we find it's fairly flexible. I mean, if you really care, and especially now that we can automate, if you start something and it starts to break, but you get right back to your clients on what's being fixed with apologies, with making up for it, with whatever you need to, you can hold a business in place for a fairly long time, even if you need to make those changes and iterations. I mean, it just takes practice and experimentation.